Hi, knitting and crochet friends. I just wanted to hop on for a little bit before I go off to a trip to Disney. I'm so excited. I'll try to take pictures and videos so that I can post onto YouTube and I could show you guys what my 10 days of being at Disney was like. So, right now I'm finishing up a second hat from the one that I was doing like 2 weeks ago or so that I showed you before, remember? And I had like a hole. I might keep this one, remember? I'm redoing it so that I can possibly kind of fix the hole that I did, as well as some more technique work. This is pretty much freehand that I do with these hats. It's usually about 1.5 to 2 inches of ribbing into knit. Very easy. I'm now just like starting to bind off. I don't usually like to use double pointed needles when I'm binding off of this. So, yeah. I hope you guys had a really good week so far. Let me know in the comments what you guys have been making. I'm really interested in that. Oh, so, last week I was practicing that basket weave stitch that, I was trying to do while on YouTube, and then I ended up messing up. So, look how far I came with this. I ended up messing up slightly and just doing the top part twice, but it came out really nice. This was just something I wanted to learn and practice and just work on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna rip it out or just continue it. I'm debating because I want to take my what is it? Let me see. I have it right here. My Harry Potter knitting book along with me. So I might want to use this yarn and just do a couple of those knitting projects. Very simple stuff like the dish towels and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's just pretty much what I'm doing today. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. I'm very excited. Oh, so I was watching a YouTube video yesterday on how to pack your knitting stuff or crochet stuff for your plane ride. And they said to put it into its own Ziploc bag, which is a good idea. Like, for example, I'm taking one of my projects, and it has the knitting needles right in here. Sorry, right here. And, of course, the yarn. And I did it with another one, which is right over there. I'm going to put it right into my carry-on. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Probably the same thing with the purple yarn that I did. So, that could always work. This past Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was fun. Capital Fun. Reason being, it was because I was at my friend's wedding. I was in the bridal shower. Just my foot hurt so bad because I was in these sparkle heels. What type of heels are you guys gonna do for your wedding if you are going to be in a wedding? For me, personally, I don't think I would encourage my bridesmaids to do high heels. I might want them in comfy shoes or let them choose their shoes because I don't even think I'm going to be wearing shoes to my own wedding. Like, I think I'm just going to be barefoot. That might just work. I'm not even engaged yet, and I'm thinking about that. Do any of you guys plan out your own weddings even before being engaged? Since I was 16, I used to watch, like, Say Yes to the Dress, for weddings, and that type of stuff. I just loved watching those really poofy dress type shows. Something that always interested me. That was the first wedding in my friends group. So my friends are already getting married. I see on Facebook people already getting engaged. I'm just like sitting here like, I knit. Knitting is my best friend. Although I do have a boyfriend, I'm just hoping it happens soon. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So yeah, but I have my knitting. Knitting is my passion. Alright, I'm going to pause this here really quick because I kind of want to look through some of the projects that are in the Harry Potter knitting. I want to do some simple stuff. I don't want to do really hard stuff just yet because I probably won't have enough yarn. I'm trying to get rid of most of my stash that I have. Ooh. I just found... Did you guys see that? Holy cow, hold on. I just found a bunch of singles in this book. And I found a 20. That was... What the frick? Okay. Guys, I'm having the strangest day. I thank the goodness that I find this cash now so that I can use it on the way to Disney. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. That just happened. Spectacular. Alright, anyway. So, that was actually pretty funny. Okay. Today's a day. Clearly, today is a day. Alright. So, I want to make this so bad. The Mrs. Weasley sweaters. I don't know if this is backwards on you guys' end, but this is the Mrs. Weasley sweater. I want to do it so bad, but I'm not up to that level yet. I'm still on hats and scarves and blankets. I want to do that really bad. I feel like I need to sit down with a teacher for like a whole day and learn. You know? Also, like these scarves and the dueling mittens. All of these are really cool. I know they had this one. I don't want to do the toys just yet. I could possibly do the mug cozies. I have to just see if I have the yarn for it. There's the swing hat display. Oh, found it. There we go. Alright. I want to do the 7 Horcrux washcloths, probably. Alright, so they have the 7 Horcrux washcloths, which are Nagini, the locket, the diary, the ring, Harry, the cup, and the diadem. I think I might want to do the cup because I am a Hufflepuff, so that's a possibility. I'm gonna always do something challenging, probably at night. I have to think about it. And I want to find a space that I can just kind of hide away for a couple hours where I can't sleep. No, I could always bring it just to read through. The cup cozies, let's see. What size? So for the mug cozies, the Hogwarts House cup cozies, it's a one size. Typically, it's 8 inches in circumference and 3.5 inches in length. For the needles, it's a US 4 set of 4 or 5 double pointed needles. I have that. I might actually do this. I did this thinking I was gonna do it on a circular needle, but it ended up being too loose. So probably using the double pointed needles might actually help. Alright. You convinced me. I'm bringing it. Still funny that I found that cash. Alright. Whatever. So I've been thinking about having to do some self-care recently. Reason being is because I've been so anxious. I was actually diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and ADHD. So in girls, having depression and ADHD is and anxiety together is very high. So, of course, I get all three, right? So, I'm trying to promise myself to do 30 self care journal prompts for self discovery. Number 1, the first one says, when do I feel most at ease? Typically, it's when I'm knitting. When I have something in my hands, it can help me kind of stay a little bit more focused and get back to a topic that I need to be involved with. If I didn't have it in my hands, I start daydreaming. And because I have the inattentive type of ADHD, that means I start daydreaming a lot more. My mind starts to wander. Then I get these thoughts of like anxiety and worry and nervousness, sometimes anger, sometimes sadness, which can lead to my depression and stuff like that. I'm trying not to keep that up, So having something to keep my hands busy is always a good idea. And that's why I'm planning on bringing my knitting to Disney, because I want to stay present. I want to be able to do be able to see the rides, participate in some of the rides, and feel confident in going on the rides and making choices for myself and being a little bit more present instead of just going with the flow because I can't stay focused. So yeah, that's just, knitting definitely is something that helps. What do you guys do that make you feel at ease? Is it knit and crochet? Could it be just art? Is it reading? Is it some other thing as well as knitting and crochet or art? There could be a lot of different things. Like, I know many people do a variety of things. Like, obviously, here's knitting, crochet, people write, people act, people read. Especially these past 2 years, 2020 and 2021, it was really hard. Really, really hard on so many of us. a lot of lives were lost, a lot of lives were in danger, a lot of people had to work overtime, triple time because of what was going on. I know for me, with my job, back when I was working at a day hab, I had to work at the group home. Pardon me. Um, Within the group home, it was really hard because it was hard for them to understand that they can't go out doing their normal activities versus what do you call it, like disrupting their routine and stuff like that was really hard for them, and then coming back and having to wear the masks or using Zoom or doing telehealth, etc. It was really a really hard adjustment for most people, but um but we had to do it. Even typical people, it was a hard adjustment. So getting used to that kind of made a huge shift. And then, of course, coming into 2021, people having to go back into the community was another big shift in such a small amount of time. It was really hard. It was kind of hard for me because by the time I was working at the day hab again, I was working 10-hour shifts and it just wasn't doing good for my mental health, so I ended up leaving at the end of August. So I'm now working at Michael's. I'm working part time there, and I'm working part time with a one-to-one individual with special needs, a couple of them. So that's just what I've been doing for now, and I thought, why not at least try putting up some YouTube videos, TikTok, Instagram, etc. I feel like many of us did that too, and that's how we kind of stay connected, Helps. I'm glad though having some craft to be able to learn and improve, you know? All right. I'm almost done with this, so I'm excited about that. Probably gonna make another set of yarn just because. Wait, messed up with that one. Wasn't supposed to do that. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. I really don't even know what I should really focus on when it comes to this podcast. I kind of want it to be like as if it's like a, you know, knit with me, crochet with me type of vibe, just come hang, bring some of your projects, we'll talk, we'll hang, right? Kind of like a Friday or a Saturday knit along, crochet along type of deal, take a break, sit down, chill, talk about our day, talk about our week. So, have any of you guys seen Squid Game? I watched it a couple weeks ago. I fell in love with it. A little bit of spoiler here. Can't believe what happened in episode 6. Episode 6 made me cry. Just hope you guys know that. I am so sad from what happened, and there's a theory that about 199, but I don't believe in the in that theory because you see him in the thing after they're turning on the fires and stuff like that. So you see him. So I don't believe that. But yeah. let me know who you guys were rooting for during Squid Game. I was rooting for 199 until what happened in episode 6, and then of course you have to root for 4, 5, 6 in the Squid Game. Of course. Of course, of course. Hmm. So yeah. Alright. Let me switch to another pattern really quick. So yeah. With that, let's see. When do I feel most happy? When do I feel most happy? That's a really hard one. Of course, I'm going to probably always say when I'm knitting. Reason being is because when I am knitting, I do feel like I am doing something. I am a little bit more confident in what I'm doing. I know I'm going to rip this out because I'm probably going to make something else out of this. But I typically feel a lot better when I'm knitting, happier when I'm knitting, a lot of peace of mind. I want to start getting outside. I live on Long Island, so if anyone on Long Island knows of nice parks to go to, I would love to know. So I could go and knit and relax. I would feel my most happiest there, probably out in the community, knitting, drinking coffee, of course. Yeah, that's just a little bit. Just a little bit of that. So that's just a little bit of what I wanted to talk about on my knitting podcast today. I hope to see you guys soon, and I'll talk to you in the next one, okay? Bye, guys.